Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to this cooking video, Cooking the Basics with Justin. And today we are doing simple crock pot mac and cheese that anybody can do. And it's coming up next. Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking the Basics with Justin, and I've actually got the help of my daughter Grace today. You want to say hi?
Hi.
And I've actually decided, guys, to sit down because it's a better camera angle so you guys can see better at how I'm doing or what we're doing. This is actually the first video that we're doing on this channel, so please go ahead and like and subscribe and comment down below. Any input that you guys have would be great. I appreciate you watching this video, and thank you for the support. That's my son Bryce. And like I said, what we're doing today is we're doing a simple crock pot macaroni and cheese that anybody can do.
It's good.
This is very basic. It's delicious. It happens to be football Sunday today. We're big NFL fans. Go Patriots. So this is something that anybody can do. Throw this in the crock pot, give it about 3.25 hours, and bam. Delicious. Anything else you want to say before we get started?
No.
Alright. So first of all, guys, I already went ahead and I dumped the box of large elbow macaroni. We did 2 boxes for this recipe because we want to double it up so we can have some leftovers and that sort of thing. But what I'm using is you can use the large elbows, or you can actually use the mini elbows as well. Some people like the minis. They say it's better. I happen to like the larger ones. And so I went ahead, and like I said, guys, I dumped this in my crock pot. And what we're going to do next is, and I've already got this already open, we're using Campbell's, I don't know if you guys can see that, cheddar cheese soup. And what this is going to do is this is going to make it nice and cheesy. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just dump that in. We're going to get that all in. We're going to dump that all in there.
A spatula to like pour it in?
All that good stuff. No, that should be good. And the next thing we are going to do is you can use either heavy cream or you can use half and half. Now for this particular recipe, I like to use half and half. And again, that's going to give it kind of not really that soupiness, but it's going to give you that moisture that's, you know, delicious. So we're going to go ahead. This happens to be a pint, and I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to pour that in all over the macaroni.
It looks good.
Looks good already. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add that in. And I'll go ahead and put the ingredients down below in the description so you guys can, you know, have it. And what I've done next is Grace and I have actually got a whole stick of butter, and we've actually cut it up into little quarters. We're going to go ahead and we're going to dump that butter right in there. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to put in, of course, the cheese. Now, for this particular recipe, and one of my favorites that I like to use, I know I ripped the label, but I like to use Colby Jack Cheese. Just a simple block of Colby Jack, and we're going to shred that for you guys. Yeah, and Sharp Cheddar Cheese we like to use. Okay. And I like to do it in, I like to use it in the blocks and shred it myself, because I've noticed that in a lot of other ingredient and a lot of other recipes that I've seen, people agree that sometimes the pre-shredded stuff, it just doesn't melt as good, especially if you're doing a macaroni and cheese. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to give Grace the smaller block. And what we're going to do is we're going to make this really easy. So I'm taking this big block, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to cut that in half just so it's easier.
You're going to cut this?
And I'm going to cut hers for her too. Kind of cut it in half like this. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to shred that. What we're going to do is we're just using just a basic cutting board. We'll get all the shreddings and we'll put it in there. So what we're going to do is, I don't know if Grace knows how to do this. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take this, and as you guys can see, you're just going to press down hard.
Okay.
And of course, guys, you could also do it if you wanted to.
But we want to do it.
You could do it right over here. But I just kind of want to show you.
Ooh, okay, I can.
Alright, so we'll let Grace do that one. And I will go ahead and I'll tell you what, I'm going to push the crock pot a little closer. I will go ahead and start shredding.
What side, Daddy? This
right
side?
in here. So what you want to use is use this back side.
Okay, this back side.
And just press down a little bit. And guys, this is great, especially if you have kids. Let them help out because, you know, they get a great sense of accomplishment. And we're training Grace and hopefully Bryce, he went away now back to watch the game, how to be able to do these basic recipes, you know?
I know this is off topic, but
we're just shredding.
We're Patriots fans, obviously, so this news, the Bucs are down 21-7.
Not really.
Because for you guys that follow
NFL,
we're big New England Patriots fans, so
can I put this in?
We kind of like to see Tom Brady kind of lose where he's at. So any Boston fans out there who might be watching, let me know if you agree. Not to get off subject too much.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, and then go ahead and add that in.
Okay, I'm gonna do more.
And you guys can see, look at that nice texture of that shred. This just shreds up nice, guys. How you make it out? You all right?
Yeah.
All right. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna continue on shredding.
You can see the shreds falling down.
Yeah, you can see the shreds coming out. And we're gonna go ahead. And I'm going to stand up, Grace, and a couple other things, guys. I'm going to show you what you can do to go ahead and spice this up. Let me just stand up for a minute.
Okay, so you guys...
Now, also to the recipe, I'm going to add just some basic pepper. I don't really need to go with the... You don't really need to salt it too much because you'll find that the cheese has got enough salt. So, we don't need that.
Do we gotta use both blocks?
One other thing that I'm going to use, guys, is just a little bit of garlic powder. Kind of give it some little bit of a tang. We're going to go ahead and sprinkle just a little bit. You don't have to go crazy with it.
I'm still putting it in.
That's fine.
I'm gonna get napkins.
All right, so we got that, and we're actually starting to be real. It's looking really, really nice. So we're gonna go ahead. We're just gonna shred up just a little bit more.
Yeah, we're gonna shred up mine.
We'll probably just use.
How do you go so fast?
Oh, I've been doing it for a long time.
And then I'm gonna put it in.
All right, so you go ahead and you add the rest of that cheese. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually save about half of the block or half of the cheese. Because sometimes what I like to do is when it's done, and I'll show you, just take a little bit more cheese when it's done, just to kind of coat it on the top.
All right, here.
And you also could do, getting back to that, one thing that works out really well, we're not going to do it with this recipe, is sometimes you can also take just a little bit of breadcrumbs when it's done, just to put it on the top, just to give it that crust. So,
Yeah,
all right, so, simple macaroni and cheese, looking good, looking good.
Okay.
So what we're going to do next, of course we have this mess. Wish there was an easy way to clean up the mess, but...
It's okay.
So what we're going to do is, let me go ahead.
Is it in the fridge?
So we've got our macaroni, we've got our half and half. Like I said, a little bit of garlic powder. Cheddar cheese soup, Campbell cheddar cheese soup, 1 can. And we've got our Colby Jack.
And then we got this.
Yeah, I already said that. Colby Jack. And we got our Sharp Cheddar. And again, what I'm doing with the Sharp Cheddar is I'm putting about a half a block in. We're shredding it, as you can see. Colby Jack, again, using a half a block. Shredding it by hand, putting it in. And now what we're going to do is it's sitting in the crock pot. We're going to go ahead, we're going to let this cook for 3 hours and 15 minutes on low. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stir it up. And we're just going to keep it on warm because like a lot of dishes that you do, the macaroni and cheese always seems like it's better once it sets. So let's go ahead and let's get the next step. Let's get this stirred up.
Okay. Do you want me to turn it on?
Yeah, Grace will go ahead and turn on our crock pot for us.
Okay, I'll turn.
I'm just going to swing you guys a little bit more this way.
Okay, what do you want me to put it on to?
And I'm going to have Grace put it on low. Click it on low.
Okay.
And the only thing I'm going to do, guys, and again, I'm just going to pick you guys up. Sorry about this. Is I am just stirring this in, as you can see.
Oh, no, it's so good. Let me stir it in.
Yeah, Grace, go ahead and stir it in. I'll film her. And basically all I'm doing is I'm just kind of stirring it up just to give it a nice cheesy coating. Make sure you get the stuff on the bottom like that.
And the milk.
Yep, get all that milk soaked into those noodles. Alright, so what we're going to do, guys, is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to throw the lid onto this. We're going to keep it on low for about 3 hours and 15 minutes. And you guys go ahead and check back with us when it's done. And I promise you, it's going to be good. Right, Grace?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be so good.
Stay tuned. Alright, guys, welcome back. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to close out this video. We're going to do a taste test on the macaroni and cheese. I have to have Grace hold the camera because we had some technical difficulties. Our little tripod thing broke, so. But she is there. Just say hi.
Hi.
And she's already tasted this and she loves it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to test it for you guys right now. I must confess, I already have. Delicious. But I'm going to do it for you too. So let's see. Right off the bat, the cheese. Perfect moisture. Delicious. I'm taking a bite. So again, guys, this recipe, basic. Anybody can do it. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this recipe down in the description of this video. And once again, guys, thank you for the support. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Cooking the Basics with Justin. Look to do more videos like this. And remember, guys, just keep it basic. Just keep it basic. We'll see you guys later.